and welcome to today's tutorial. As you can see on the screen, I will be showing you guys some hotkeys or shortcuts, whatever you want to call them, to make your building process go a lot faster. It's nothing special, but I did take note that some of you don't use hotkeys, so for those of you that are still a little new, I hope this helps you out. And for those of you that are farther along in your building journey, you may already know some of these hotkeys, but I guarantee you'll probably see one that you don't use, and that can be totally helpful. But if you don't learn or get anything from this, don't get mad. That simply means that you're a lot farther along than you thought you were, and that's a really good thing. Before I get into this video, I do want to let everyone know, if you haven't watched my other tutorials, I definitely recommend you do so based on what level you think you are, because I post my tutorials in order, going from beginner stage into a more advanced one, and I am still adding on. But without further ado, let's get into this mini tutorial. So the first thing I'll be talking about is what hotkeys are and how they can be useful to you. So in general, hotkeys are just different key combinations on your keyboard that you can use to make certain actions happen without you having to press anything on your screen. During building, this can actually be really useful because it saves so much time, I promise, once you're able to slowly memorize them with your fingers. Finger memorization. You won't have to keep trying to find ways to copy and paste or scrolling through a whole bunch of categories just to find one specific button. You can just type it on your keyboard. I decided to group these shortcuts in 4 different categories, and you can currently see the names on your beautiful screen. Alright, so first up is general shortcuts you can use. So the first combination is going to be how to save your game. Now this is a lifesaver because sometimes I be forgetting how to do it, but you gotta go to File, then you gotta go to Save, and you don't have to do all that. All you have to do is press Control and S. Control S. I have it up on your beautiful screen. That shortcut will automatically save your game for you, so you don't have to click anything on your screen. The next one is how to open up your settings, which are going to be the keys Alt and S. And I'm going to say it again, Alt and S. It is on your screen, and that's helpful because sometimes you need to change your settings and it's a little hard to get to. Not everybody remembers, so that key combination can be very important to you. Alright, so the next one is going to be how to play test. Now this is actually like testing out your game, putting your character in there, which is a super duper easy key. It's going to be one key. It is F5 on your keyboard. It's at the way top. It's all next to the F's. You're probably wondering, what are those? I have no idea. It just has an F and a 5 by it, and you click it and it automatically starts checking out for you. Alrighty, so the next shortcut category is going to be camera shortcuts, and some of these are very well known while others are not, so pay close attention. The most common ones are Q for your down movement, E for your up movement, and holding shift while moving so your camera can go a bit slower so you can zoom in on some things. Now these next 2 key combos are not as well known, so the first one is going to be how to pan your camera, which typically looks like this on your screen. It's kind of like a stiff side movement. That's the only way I know how to describe it, because it's not really seen as much. If you have Blender and you use Blender, you'll probably see and understand what I mean, but here's an example. The way to get your camera to do this is holding down your mouse scroll wheel. I have a picture of it up on the screen, and sadly, if you're on a laptop, I have no idea how to pan your screen with a laptop. As far as I know, in Roblox, it can only be done if you have a mouse available to you. Now the next one is focusing specifically on an object. We all have those moments where we spawn an object or mesh and it ends up zooming our camera way out above the ground and we can't get back. It takes forever. An example is right on your screen. Well, fear not, no more, because all you have to do is press an object that's on the ground super duper far away and then press the F key, and that will automatically bring your camera to whatever is highlighted on your screen that you clicked. So it's basically like a mini teleporter. Like you click something, you press F, and then your camera automatically goes to it. It's super helpful. Not a lot of people know it. It is the F key. Here are the 5 key combos that I just told you about up on your screen. Make sure you remember them. They're important. You don't always have to use them, but it's really good to memorize them just in case. They'll come in handy one day, I promise. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be working on is building shortcuts. I absolutely love these. These are so helpful, I promise you. Okay, the first one is going to be copying, which simply allows you to copy. And to do this, it is Control C. to paste something, it is Control V. Now the next one I use a lot more. Well, no, I use it completely. I don't use the other two that I just said. I use duplicate, because when you duplicate something, it's basically doing copying and pasting at the same time. And to use this command, it is Control D. The next one is to undo something, which will be Control Z, and to redo an action, it is Control Y. I set them all up on the screen. I'm sorry for saying it like super fast, but they don't really need that much explanation. Now, to select all the parts in your world, you can press Control A. To anchor something, you can press Alt A. It's different. Control A and Alt A. Remember, different things. To group things, something I use all the time, it is Control G. I'll say that again, Control G. Now to ungroup something, it is Control U. This is something that I don't use. I usually only group things with a hotkey and not ungroup. That's something I need to learn how to do, but it's very, very useful, I promise. Now the last key combo is to lock something, which is Alt L, and all that basically does when you lock something is that you can't click it unless you go to your Explorer and click it, and that's good because sometimes certain things get in the way and you know, all that good stuff. But now we're on to the last category, which is going to be advanced shortcuts. And when I say advanced shortcuts, I say that because personally I am very, very used to using the clicking method rather than using the key combos for these next three. It's just a lot easier for me personally. There's a lot of things that I just choose to click, like undo and redo. I just choose to click those. I don't use those hotkeys, but I'm pretty sure other people will. So these are for the people who are brave and want to do that, in my opinion, of course. Alright, so these next three are actually from my last tutorial, which I taught you how to do these, so they might be new to you if you're a beginner. The first one is going to be union, and to do union with a hotkey, it is Control-Shift-G. Control-Shift-G. Now to negate an item, it is Control-Shift-N, and to separate an item, it is Control-Shift-U. The reason why, again, why I put that in the advanced, category is because I know not too many beginners use it. They are new to it, and they never really know exactly what to negate when they need it. So these are for my my brave souls, my troopers. Okay, you guys are troopers using all this. I click it. Okay, I don't care. I'm a clicker. I like to click. Alrighty, and this is the end of the video. So before I end it, I want to remind all of you that this will take time to get into your finger muscle memory. This takes time, so do not get mad. But I do want to remind all of you, I have a Discord if you would like to join a community of builders and more. If you do like GFX and stuff, you're still welcome. All of it. I love all of it. It's a super fun place. We do challenges, we have events, and more. But without further ado, it's also time to end this mini tutorial. Let me know if this helped you at all down in the comment section. Let's try to get this video to around 150 likes. Can y'all do that? I don't know. Well, we'll see. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that bell so you know when I post another tutorial like this. Alright, you guys, it's time for me to go edit another video. Peace out. Mwah. Bye bye.